Good morning, everyone. This is going to be a video for the sign of Taurus. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever time frame it is when you're seeing this. Again, I don't put time-specific stamps really on my readings other than the month that I do them in with the year, just to keep track. But always remember that energy is fluid and, our time construct is a little bit different. So keep that in mind. I hope that's not too loud, the background music. Okay, well, either way. Taurus. Taurus. So I actually feel like, this is really relevant for your energy. The last couple months have been very shift oriented, and I'm being pulled to like an example that happened in my life that like some people might relate to as a collective. But I feel as if you guys have gone through some type of a cycle, whether it be relating to finances or whether it be relating to like relationships and other people. Like there's been a pattern, there's been a cycle, and there's finally like a closure of that cycle for you guys. Like you're coming out of a time period of maybe feeling like you're at a, I don't want to say like a disadvantage, but it's like there's like an energy that might have been around you, Taurus, that was making you feel like you're held back or like you're not good enough or something of that nature. But see, the beautiful thing here is that I see that energy releasing, and I see that energy going away, and I see like the Taurus coming back into the playing field, just being like, I'm back, like what the fuck is up, you know what I mean? That's kind of like I don't know how else to describe it. I kind of see it like this animated little story in my mind right now, where it's like I see this bull in a pen, and it's like all of a sudden this bull comes out of its pen, and it's been resting for a couple months, or it's been resting for a time period, and it just comes back into this playing field like a stadium, and like all these people are like cheering and clapping, and this Taurus energy is just like, yeah, I'm back in it. I'm back in the game. Like, I don't know what that's about, but I don't know. Maybe it's significant for you. And ironically enough, there's a female cardinal. A female cardinal. A little one. Oh, she's so little. But there's a female cardinal that just landed outside my window after I told you guys that. So, a cardinal, like, maybe you're in feminine energy or you're connecting with feminine energy. Since it is a female, don't ask me how I know like the difference between a female and a male cardinal. I just kind of like I grew up in a area that's very rural. Is that the word for it? Like it's not the suburbs, definitely the countryside a little bit, but I don't know, maybe you guys are really into birds. Like I'm really focused on this bird right now. I don't know why. Somebody could be watching you too. Like somebody who you find kind of annoying. Like I don't know what this means. Like Taurus, your energy is very funny right now. Like I don't know, you might get really annoyed at somebody like watching you or following you, or like maybe it's on social media, but it's like somebody keeping an eye on you but being like silent, like in the shadows about it, and you're just kind of like, all right, I've had enough. Like like what is this? The number 29. 29. 29. I don't know what that means. I'm seeing an elevator too. I don't know what an elevator has to do with anything. But I see somebody on an elevator hitting a floor number. The elevator's going up. It stops. Somebody else gets on the elevator. Like, I don't know what that means. I don't know. Maybe these are like cues. Maybe you'll experience this or something, and it'll be like a epiphany moment, or something will happen in that moment, or like, I don't know. Maybe you live in a city and you are going into a building, you're going to the 29th floor. I don't know what that's about. It's kind of a really tall building. Maybe not. I don't know. Like, what the shit is this? There's a connection with animals too. Like, I don't know if you've noticed, like, more animals being prominent around you. Alright, Taurus, let's get into the cards a little bit and let these messages just kind of phase into this, because you guys are getting a lot of channeled messages here. So we have healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. Okay, I definitely feel that energy 100% actually, because like going back to the vision of the Taurus energy that's kind of in a pen and then comes out into the stadium, it's like you've been healing, reflecting, doing something, but then you come back out into the field and you're like, boom, I'm here, I'm ready to go, I have all this energy, I'm back on my game, like you can't knock me off my path, like there's something here. So it might actually be connected to the family, like you're retreating or you have retreated, you are in the process of healing family issues, relationships and families. I also feel like there's a lot of work going on with recognizing. This is actually a theme I'm noticing, because it was very prominent, and I think it was in Libra, the reading I did for Libra, or Aquarius. I don't know. It was one of the readings that I did before this one. In that reading, like, and in other readings too, like I'm noticing a pattern with identifying how parental dynamics, or how those close-knit childhood relationship dynamics, how they influence your current situations now. Like, how are they influencing your relationships now, your friendships now, everything now. Like, you're reflecting on how these things are mirroring each other, and you're in the process of establishing, like, boundaries, establishing new contracts for yourself, actually. Like, you're reestablishing contracts with these people that are in your life, especially with family members. You're like, okay, like this isn't going to continue anymore, so we're going to rewrite this contract, okay? And here, this is what I agree to help you with, or this is what I agree to do. This could even be in dream time. Like, you could be like doing some intense, like, healing, like spiritual healing, where you could be like doing stuff in dream time or in meditation time, where you're rewriting these contracts with the people around you. And there's a, I'm being like pulled to like mention about how you might be doing these things and you might not realize it, but then you're seeing how dynamics are shifting in your life. You're seeing the results of this inner work that you're doing that you might not even be conscious of. Like, this could all be subconscious that's happening in dream time. Like, this could all be like your soul's kind of leading, your higher self is leading, your soul is leading. And I don't know if your conscious self is aware of it. So I really hope that makes sense, because it's like you might have an inkling of it where you're like, wow, I'm noticing things are shifting, I'm feeling this shift that's occurring, I'm feeling this energy, and here it comes, and I'm like, whoa, you know, like, you might be on that end of it where you're starting to recognize and see the fruition of the work that you've done. But I feel like this has been a time period. Like, it's like you're visiting somewhere, and I feel like you're going to this place in dream time. Or some type of, it's like dream time meditation, somewhere where you get really, like, you just go into that place, like you are traveling like astrally, like, no doubt about it. This is like very healing energy for you guys, Taurus. Like, I don't typically go this deep when it comes to like Taurus energy, but you guys are really like going deep. Like, I'm actually feeling like very like high priestess type of energy here. Like, you guys are really mastering yourselves, and like that's very good, because like a lot of people, you know, in the general consensus of society have a what's the word I'm looking for, like, people tend to have a bias of a sign, and they tend to assume things about signs and energies and whatnot. And the thing is that we're all capable. Like, every sign, every zodiac sign is capable of amazing things, and the energies are amazing when they're put, like, when the work is put in to harness that frequency at its highest frequency. Like, it's amazing what these signs can do, and it's amazing, like, it's just amazing shit, right? So Like, I'm really proud of you guys, Taurus. Like, I feel like I need to say that. Like, I'm very proud of the work that you guys have been putting in on yourselves, on the relationships around you. Like, you're going to start to see, or you are starting to see the fruition of the work that you've been putting in within yourself, within those around you, and how the work that you've done has actually created a domino effect, really. And you guys, there's actually a bumblebee outside my window, so you guys might be connected to Libra energy in some way, shape, or form. There could be justice that's being served in situations, especially with karma and cycles here. So let me continue on and pull some cards since I've channeled for 10 minutes. But hey, it's got to come out. So I appreciate those of you who really sit and pay attention to these messages, because it really needs to come out. And a lot of these messages don't always make sense right away. It takes time. Like, a lot of it's symbolic. A lot of it takes time to, like, really take on an understanding and meaning. Because something might not happen for a month. It might take a week, a month, a day. It doesn't always happen right in this moment, because, again, time is not as we perceive it. I'll leave it at that. So, an energy is completely fluid, right? So, wow, we actually have a couple cards here. But I feel like they're meant to stay, so. Alright, Taurus, if you're dealing with a romantic connection, it's definitely a strong one. There's definitely a lot of baggage that needs to be unpacked throughout this unfolding. Somebody's definitely wearing a false mask to how they feel, because there's a lot of passion here, but somebody's hiding it. Like, they don't want to tell you how passionate they are, or you don't want to tell somebody how passionate you feel. Like, there's almost like a contemplative energy where it's like, I need to take my time and think about this. I really feel like if you are with somebody, you guys might be going through like either a separation, or like you guys might be kind of distant from each other right now. But that's because there's, again, a lot of stuff in between that needs to be healed throughout this process of, like, being able to 100% come together. So I'm just seeing like a roller coaster, like hang on for the ride type of deal. But it's not a bad thing. Like, this is all just like, it could be past life related, it could be current situations. It's just karma that it naturally develops, right? Because we develop karma. We're humans. Like, every day we make decisions, and that has karma, right? It's not a bad thing. Like, it's really not always a bad thing. Like, it's so I feel like there's things that need to be healed because things are being triggered. And this could be also with multiple people. Like, you could have this I'm being pulled to listen to the birds outside. Maybe you just need to calm your mind. Like, step away from your mind. Like, don't overthink something. Don't get in your head about something. Like, listen to the birds. Like, listen to the animals. Again, there's a very strong emphasis on, like, animals. So I don't know if you need to go outside, be your Taurus self, go garden, like, go sit in the grass, like, like, whatever the case might be, right? So, there's definitely a theme going on here with a connection where you might be being triggered, and there are things that need to be healed throughout the process of this, because things are being triggered, because you need to heal these things within yourself so that other things can heal as well. You might have more people reaching out to you during this time. Again, be careful. See, I don't like that energy. I really don't. Like, because with deception being here on the board, like, deception is telling me that obviously somebody's wearing a false mask. But if I look at this as a collective level, there's obviously some deception going on, meaning like people could have false intentions. And I feel like it might be centered around this connection. Like, be careful. Or actually, I don't want to say be careful, because that's fear rooted. Be mindful. That's growth oriented. Be mindful of, maybe you need to switch perceptions here. Maybe you need to change your perspective on something. There's a focus there. There's a reason why I did that. Because I don't typically do that. There's a reason why something is unfolding the way that it is. You might begin to see true colors in people because you're going after something new. You're going after something that aligns with you. And it's like kind of having to like plow through some shit first. But you're getting it at the end, right? So if you're dealing with a group of people and you're in a strong connection, like be careful or be mindful. And see, there's an emphasis on that. Like, I don't know what that means. Me personally, I want to say be mindful. But I keep saying be careful. And it has to do with what you talk about with other people in regards to a connection. Or in regards to what you're going after, like your goals. Be mindful of the company that you keep. Make sure that the people that you're keeping around you are feeding your energy in a positive way, that are making you feel and making you connect it more with your higher self, not feeling stuck or not feeling held back, not feeling like you can't do something. Like there's something, pay attention to that. Damn, there's a lot of messages coming out for you guys. Okay, I was not quite ready for that. There's a lot of cards, but you could be enlightening yourself to something. I don't know why I just said it that way, but you're getting clarity on a situation. Has to do with a new start. You want to go after something new, but you're guarded as hell. But that's okay though, because it's not being guarded in a bad way. It's being guarded with the Ace of Swords, like being guarded with the power of truth. And I don't know what that is in regards to, but it's like you're being protected with like the power of truth. Like I don't know, there's something about like truth, like maybe you're somebody who works in an area or who believes very strongly in honesty, loyalty. But you're seeing the truth of a situation or a new opportunity. And you have the Ace of Cups here, the Ace of Swords with the Fool and the Queen of Swords. And see, the Queen of Swords energy has always been through some shit, right? Because the Queen of Swords energy is definitely an energy that will 100% stand up for themselves. This is like Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. This is, you know, somebody who does not deal with bullshit. This is somebody who will swing the sword if they have to. Like, they know. But they're also very compassionate. This person is somebody who has a big heart, who's been through a lot of shit, though. So you're dealing with somebody who knows some shit, you know, has been through some shit. Intelligent, driven, focused, clear, a great communicator. Knows how to communicate not only with truth but with love. Like, this is a Queen of Swords who knows how to communicate with love, like who knows how to be compassionate, who knows how to share knowledge with unconditional love or about unconditional love. This is a Queen of Swords who can spark things in other people. I've never gotten this energy off of the Queen of Swords. That's great. I mean, this is amazing. I'm going to put these cards back in the deck and reshuffle, but I feel that it's important to mention this. But this is this Queen of Swords looking at a new opportunity, either going after something or somebody coming towards the Queen of Swords. But I feel that this is more the Queen of Swords going on a new journey, starting something new, having new clarity at with something, seeing the truth of something. I feel a strong, like, Sagittarius energy, too. Very spiritual, too. I don't know what this is about, but it's very spiritual. So... oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Hi, Dee. Hi, come on. Yeah, it's okay. Come on. It's okay, come on. Sorry. Hi, Dee. Just want to say that's okay. Say that's okay. Sorry, we have a puppy, and he just opened the door. He's 4 months old. He's great. He's gonna try it again. He's a good boy. He's a golden retriever Siberian husky mix. So I don't know what they're called. They're like called like Goberians or something. But he's great. I don't know why I felt the need to tell you that, so. So we have the King of Swords. Let me write something down really quick. Okay. So we have the King of Swords. Healing family issues. The Page of Swords. If this is romance, like romance. If this is a romantic connection that you're dealing with, this is somebody who wants to have a conversation. Oh, he's gonna do it again. Hang on, sorry guys. Hi, good boy. Come on. Come on, you don't have a toy. Okay, let's go get your toy. Come on. Come on. Come on, let's go get your toy. Come on. Jeez, come on. Good boy. Sorry about that. Okay. So, the Emperor clarified the Page of Swords and the Eight of Cups. What? Let me pull a couple more cards here. Okay, the Empress is showing up. There is a feminine on the board. Okay, so that is making more sense now. Okay, so I'm going to pause right here and just kind of reflect where we're at. So I feel that there's an Empress energy here. Kind of in the background, could be dealing with a King of Swords type of energy, somebody who is a little bit more emotionally detached. This person could have been held back a little bit more from you. Like, they took some time away, like, or you took some time away from this person. Again, there was some healing that was taking place, especially with the Four of Swords that we have sitting here, over the healing family issues with the King of Swords. So this King of Swords definitely went through a healing process. This is an Aquarius energy, Libra energy, Gemini energy. strong. I feel like there is a King of Swords energy here that also is going to come forward with some type of a message in regards to a strong connection that they feel. Because they're going from the King of Swords to the Page of Swords to the Emperor. Meanwhile, the Empress is over here with Judgment, with the Queen of Swords in reversed, and the High Priestess. This Empress is not taking shit from this person. Like, hands down. So, you could be in an energy right now where you're just, like, not tolerating people's shit. You're like, I'm not dealing with the way that you're coming at me right now. I don't like it. I don't appreciate it. These are my boundaries. It is what it is. You could be in a romantic connection, or you could have connected with somebody. You could be in a separation with somebody. But it's like, you would know your situation. So, like, don't make it fit if it's not for you. Okay? There's a King of Swords energy that was in a Four of Swords energy. This person was going through a healing. This person also could have been keeping an eye on you, or vice versa. You could have been keeping an eye on somebody else. You could have been going through this healing. Like, you can be this King of Swords energy too, so keep that in mind. So obviously, you know, masculine or feminine, doesn't matter. It's energy. It's energy. So I feel like this King of Swords has been keeping an eye on you throughout this process as they've been healing. They've pulled back, though. But they're also letting something go. And they could be letting go of, like, being, like, detached. Like, they had to heal from something. Like, they recognized that they were being detached. Or somebody recognized that their approach wasn't the way to go. I feel like they're in the process of, like, maybe reaching out, or they want to reach out because they recognize something. They're seeing something, they have clarity to something. This is something quick. The Emperor clarifying the Page of Swords and the Eight of Cups. But see, I'm also picking up on this feminine energy too within the Eight of Cups. So I'm picking up on this Empress, but it's just, this Empress hasn't come out on the board yet. What about this Eight of Cups? So this Emperor feels like they missed out on a connection. They feel like they missed out on something. They could have been the person who recognized that they were wearing a false mask. Like, this Emperor could have been wearing a false mask in a connection. Like, not showing emotion, not telling you how they feel, not being open with you, not being vulnerable with you. Not... Eat! My throat! Oh my god, out of nowhere. Okay. Whew. Like, sharp pain. Now it just went away. Somebody's having trouble communicating, or they have sharp communication. This person's not good at communicating. They could be not good at communicating, or there's sharp communication. It's harsh communication. It's not very emotional communication. Whether this is a person or a situation that you're dealing with. Okay, whoa. Hold on a second. There's way too many cards coming out here at once. Tell me about this Emperor in the Cups. So this person, or you, there's a crossroads here, because it's like, do I wear this false mask? Do I go after my passion? Do I wear my false mask? Do I go after passion? Do I wear my false mask? Do I go after passion? Do I open up? Do I not open up? Do I open up? Do I not open up? Three of Swords. Jesus. The hell? Oh, 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 oh. Ho, ho, ho. Okay, that makes more sense. Somebody is, if somebody did you wrong, like, like really kind of did you wrong here. Like this person's getting karmic justice in a situation. Like they're most definitely getting karmic justice in a situation. Like there is 100% without a doubt karmic justice being served in a situation. Okay, so I don't know what this is. There could be communication coming towards you that it's just like you're not gonna like it. It's not gonna. Yeah, Two of Cups. Like what? What's this Knight of Swords though? What's this Knight of Swords of passion about? Five of Swords. Somebody is all up in their head. Like you are. Okay, that all up in their head. Hangman. Like somebody is all up in their head. Like what the shit is this? Taurus. It was so beautiful. Well, actually, to be completely honest, I don't even think this is you. I think this is somebody you're connecting with. Like 100% without a doubt. Somebody who has been deeply reflecting. Virgo, Ace of Cups, Hangman, the Lover's card at the bottom of the deck here with the Page of Wands. This is somebody who has been deeply reflecting on wanting to rekindle something. Reflecting on, like, the Hermit, like, it's a serious energy. Like, this person's, like, deeply reflecting. They feel like they missed out on an opportunity. They feel like you walked away. They have a lot of anxiety, like, back and forth thoughts. They could have a lot of people in their ear, too, telling them, like, not to do something or to do this or to do that. They're definitely getting served some type of karmic, like, justice in this situation. I don't necessarily feel like it's a lovely situation. I feel like this person definitely is. I'm surprised the Nine of Swords isn't out here with the Four of Swords, the Five of Swords, the Three of Swords. 3, 4, 5. Like, look at that. You have the 3, the 4, and the 5. You have double 4s. So you have 44. Meanwhile, you have a feminine energy that's sitting here contemplating, like, is this worth investing in? Is this worth my time? Because the 8 of Cups always walks to the 10 of Cups. So this could be this person, too, like, deeply reflecting, like, wow, I missed out on an opportunity. Or they feel like they missed out on an opportunity. But there's some healing that's taking place. You go from the 3 of Swords to the 4 of Swords, which is positive. But there's mental conflict here. Back and forth energy. Needing to make a decision. Having all the tools that are necessary, though, that's the thing. Is like, why is this energy, like, not... Like, why is this Knight of Swords out? With the Magician and the 2 of Cups. This might be just, like, clear communication. Like somebody might just pop up out of nowhere. Like somebody might just send you a message out of nowhere, like really quickly, very directly, about how they feel. And this is like all what they're experiencing internally. Like I don't know how to read this any other way. I mean, I'm kind of flustered, to be honest with you. I'm like, how do I even explain this? But again, take it or leave it. Being pulled back to the birds. There's something significant about them. Let me see something. Tell me about this. What? 7 of Wands and then 6 of Pentacles. I feel like somebody wants to fight for something, or it's been a long journey to get somewhere. Like, it's either been a long journey to get somewhere, or somebody wants to fight for something. For equal give and take. For balance. Taurus, I hope that these messages make sense to you because I'm a little bit lost here. Like, I'm going to move on to the next sign and I'm going to see if anything else unfolds. Again, keep in mind that you have other signs too throughout your chart, so definitely pay attention to those things and make sure that you are watching the signs that are affecting your chart, you know, at the right time. I don't know why I just said it that way, but anyway, yeah, I'm gonna move on to the next sign, Taurus. I hope that these messages helped. I wish you guys the best, and I look forward to connecting with you guys in the future. Thank you guys so much for all of your love, shares, subscribes, likes, and comments. It really means the world to me. Yeah. Thank you guys. Talk to you guys soon.